Welcome everyone to my second gold gun guide here on Cold War. Now today we are talking about how to get easy gold launchers. This is possibly one of the hardest sets of weapons to get gold in this entire camo grind. So today I'm going to be helping you guys with how to get them done as quickly as possible. These launchers took me a good few hours each to complete, and that's from level 30. So prepare to buckle down and rage a lot while trying to get them done. Now before we do get into this video, if you are new around here, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. I plan on uploading Cold War content more consistently throughout the new year, and I upload content such as tips and tricks videos like this one, live comms and more, but in general I just try to upload anything Call of Duty related. So if that interests you, then consider subscribing to the channel, but without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into it. So let's start off by going through all the camo challenges that you will need to complete to get these things gold. For the Sigma, you'll need to get 50 elims, 50 destructions, 22 kill streaks, 50 ground streaks, 50 aerial streaks, 10 3 destruction games and 25 double kills. Now the RPG has all the same challenges except the number of destructions, ground streaks and aerial streaks is halved. Now in this video we will be ignoring both the spray category and the stripes because they are purely passive. You'll be getting elims and destructions while going for other challenges, so there's really no need to address them. These camo challenges can be grouped into two different sections, and that is the kill challenges and the streak challenges. How you level up these weapons will depend on what sections you end up completing. I leveled up these launchers in zombies, which I highly recommend, so I had all the challenges to complete at level 30. If you do this, then you can choose which section of the camo challenges you start on. For the Sigma, the most obvious option would be to use it as a secondary and shoot down streaks when they arrive while working on another gun. But for the RPG, it really does depend on what you choose to do first. If you don't level up the launchers in zombies, then you should work on the kill challenges for the RPG while leveling it up, and work on the streak challenges while leveling up the Sigma. The reason is because these launchers are designed around those purposes, so the RPG is better for killing people, and the Sigma is better for shooting down streaks. Once the easy part is done for each launcher, then you can just move on to the aids part of them. I would like to mention, just before we get into the main segment of the video as well, is that trying to get the kill challenges that each of these launches will significantly affect your KD, and because of this game's SBMM system, this means that you'll be put in easier lobbies, which results in you running into people who don't use flak jackets often. These people will make your time getting these launchers gold a lot easier, so the best thing you can do is to be patient, let your KD tank, and then breeze through the kill challenges for each launcher. Some class setup tips just before we hop in as well is when you are using a launcher as a primary or you are just focusing on it, make sure you use danger close, the assault pack and gearhead on your class setup, so you have the highest amount of rockets possible, and if you have friends playing with you, as if they can run the assault pack as well. Also, I would always run engineering cold-blooded just so you can see where certain kill streaks are and so you don't get absolutely annihilated while trying to destroy certain streaks. Now we have covered that, let's actually start going through all these camo challenges and breaking down in depth how to get them done easily. So the first one that we want to cover is the classic category, which requires you to get 22 kill streaks with each launcher. This challenge is surprisingly very easy. It used to be a lot harder actually, and that's because it was 3 kills without dying. I think it goes without saying that hardcore Nuketown will be the best bet here. That will be a running theme for these kill challenges, but the only tip I can really give for this is when you get the first kill, try and hang back a little bit instead of rushing the enemy, because the launchers do have a slower sprint to fire speed and ADS time, so maybe try sitting in one of the windows to try and get the second kill. The next category we are covering is the geometric camos, which requires you to destroy 50 ground streaks of the Sigma and 25 ground streaks of the RPG. There are 3 different ways that you can take on this challenge. You can either just play normally and wait for people to use ground streaks, you can go into combined arms and destroy jet skis and snowmobiles, or you can go into Fireteam Dirty Bomb and destroy the various amounts of people going on bikes and getting into tanks. When I was originally going for ground streaks, I didn't actually go into Fireteam Dirty Bomb. That's because I didn't think of it at the time. I much prefer getting these done in just core Nuketown as opposed to combined arms, because my experience in combined arms was get people just jumping out the vehicle I was locking onto just before I could actually destroy it. So as you can probably guess, I got very annoyed. Like I said, I personally did these ground streaks in core Nuketown while going for other weapons gold, but if you want to just focus on the RPG and Sigma, or if they're like the final guns you need to do, then Fireteam Dirty Bomb seems to be the best bet. I'll be talking about the strategy more in depth later on in the video, as it does play an important role in another challenge, but for now we're just going to move on. This next challenge we'll be talking about is the Flora category, where you need to destroy 50 aerial streaks of the Sigma and 25 aerial streaks of the RPG. For the Sigma, this is passive, so we won't talk about it. However, with the RPG, the best strategy I've found is to destroy care package helicopters. The reason these are such a godsend is because they literally stay still for a good second or two. They are reasonably large, and they are one-shot with the RPG, so the only bad thing about this is the actual RPG rocket itself. It just decides that it wants to fly to the sun sometimes instead of actually going straight. So you need to hope that the RPG actually likes you on that certain day. But I would just focus on another gun, and when you hear the announcer say there's a care package coming in, swap to your RPG and shoot down the helicopter when it stops moving. There is another strategy that I would like to talk about where people would go into Fireteam Dirty Bomb. They'd stand on the massive tower or like the highest point of the map. And because you'd be really close to UAVs and CUAVs, they would just shoot them down that way. But I don't like this strategy. I find the care package to be a lot more consistent. So I just highly recommend staying in, say, Core Nuketown or something. I feel like that'd be a lot easier. Next up, we have the Science category. And to complete this, you will need to get 10 3 destruction games with each launcher. This is the challenge where Fireteam Dirty Bomb will come back into play, so if you still need your ground shoot destructions, then pay attention. This is the best strategy that I have seen for the RPG. However, with the Sigma, you can just go into a standard mode because UAVs exist. Now, with the RPG, you want to go into Fireteam Dirty Bomb and you want to jump out of the plane right at the end and pull your chute. Then you want to pull up your map by bringing up the leaderboard and wait for people to get into vehicles. Once you see one on the map, you want to chase them down and blow them up while they're driving. It's very simple, actually. One thing to note as well, though, if a tank spawns on the map, a good strategy you can do is throw a Semtex at it and wait for someone to get in and then blow it up with the RPG. This is because the Semtex actually does make it a one-shot, so you can just, as soon as someone gets in, just fire off the RPG and kill them instantly. And that's all there is to it, to be honest. I mean, I got all these done for my RPG in one game, and I did about half of them for my Thumper, all in a single match, so this is an amazing strategy to get these done easily. So the final camo category to complete is the Psychedelic, and to complete it, you need to get 25 double kills with each launcher. This challenge is arguably the hardest challenge here, and I did talk about this a little bit earlier, but the key to this challenge is the people who don't use Flak Jacket. However, these people are far and few between. You only seem to run into them when SBM kicks in and puts you in potato lobbies. So my advice to this challenge is play hardcore Nuketown and persist through all the people who use Flak Jacket. And when you've been going for a while, you'll start to notice that the amount of people who use Flak Jacket starts to decrease. And that's when you'll get these done quickly. When I was going for the Sigma, it took me ages to get these done because I was using the worst launcher against a full team of people using Flak Jacket. But once I actually completed the Sigma and swapped over to the RPG, I got them done in literally just a few games. The RPG is stronger and faster in every way compared to the Sigma, so you will have a better time getting the RPG done, but in my experience, it's all about persistence. A lot of people will go into hardcore Nuketown to get their long shots done as well, so if you're trying to get the double kills, check the common long shot spots, like say the garage, or just further down into that lane, and then get some unsuspecting victims, and hopefully that will help you get these done quickly as well. And with that, those are all my tips now to get the gold launchers done as fast as possible. If you have any questions or issues with these challenges, make sure you leave a comment down below. I'm always prepared to help you where I can, so feel free to let me know. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe if you are new around here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.